Now here the question is, we are given this integral from 0 to infinite tan inverse alpha x into tan inverse beta x upon x square dx. And we need to prove that this integral is pi by 2 log alpha plus beta to the power alpha plus beta upon alpha to the power alpha into beta to the power beta, where alpha and beta both are greater than 0. Now for this integral, again we have two parameters, alpha and beta. So it will be some function of alpha beta. So we'll write f alpha beta as this integral from 0 to infinite tan inverse alpha x into tan inverse beta x upon x square dx. Now we'll partially differentiate this function with respect to, say, alpha. So we'll write del f upon del alpha, and it'll be this integral from 0 to infinite, and here we are partially differentiating it with respect to alpha. So it'll be tan inverse beta x upon x square, and then derivative of tan inverse alpha x will be 1 upon 1 plus alpha square x square into x dx. Now here x and x will cancel. Now we still have tan inverse beta x, and we also have this x in the denominator. So what we'll do is we'll partially differentiate this function, but now with respect to beta. So we'll write del square f upon del beta del alpha, and it'll be this integral from 0 to infinite. Now here will be 1 upon x into 1 plus alpha square x square into, now derivative of tan inverse beta x will be 1 upon 1 plus beta square x square into x dx. Now here x and x will cancel. So we have this integral. Now this integral, it is a function of x square. So we can use partial fractions. So we can write del square f upon del beta del alpha, and it'll be equal to this integral from 0 to infinite a upon 1 plus alpha square x square plus b upon 1 plus beta square x square into dx. Now for a, we'll put x as minus 1 upon alpha square. So we put x as minus 1 upon alpha square. Value of a will be alpha square upon alpha square minus beta square. In the same way, value of b will be beta square upon beta square minus alpha square. So now we can write this as del square f upon del beta del alpha, and it'll be this a, which is alpha square upon alpha square minus beta square into 1 upon alpha tan inverse alpha x from 0 to infinite, and then plus beta square upon beta square minus alpha square into 1 upon beta tan inverse beta x from 0 to infinite. So we'll write this as del square f upon del beta del alpha, and here alpha and alpha will cancel. So we'll get alpha upon alpha square minus beta square, and tan inverse infinite will be pi by 2, and tan inverse 0 is 0, and plus beta square upon beta square minus alpha square into 1 upon beta, and tan inverse infinite again is pi by 2 minus 0. So here beta and beta will cancel. So we'll take pi upon 2 alpha square minus beta square common, and here we'll get alpha minus beta. So we'll cancel this alpha minus beta. We'll get this as pi upon 2 alpha plus beta. So the differential equation that we have here is del square f upon del beta del alpha, and it'll be pi upon 2 alpha plus beta. Now we'll integrate this function with respect to beta. So we can write del f upon del alpha LB pi by 2 log alpha plus beta and then plus C alpha. Now we look at del f upon del alpha. If beta is 0, value of this integral is 0. So if we put beta as 0, value of del f upon del alpha will be 0. So we'll use this initial condition here. So del f upon del alpha will be 0 and will be pi by 2 log alpha plus C alpha. So in this case, this C alpha will be minus pi by 2 log alpha. So now we can write del f upon del alpha and will be pi by 2 log alpha plus beta minus pi by 2 log alpha. Now we'll integrate this function with respect to alpha. So we can write f alpha beta and will be pi by 2. Now this integral will be alpha plus beta log alpha plus beta minus alpha plus beta, and then this second integral which is minus pi by 2 alpha log alpha minus alpha and plus C as some function of beta. Now here pi by 2 alpha will cancel. We can write this as f alpha beta. We'll take pi by 2 common and then log m minus log n. So it will be log alpha plus beta to the power alpha plus beta upon alpha to the power alpha, and then we are left with minus pi by 2 beta plus C beta. Now this expression here is also a function of beta. So we write f alpha beta as pi by 2 log alpha plus beta to the power alpha plus beta minus log alpha to the power alpha and then plus some function of beta, that is k beta. We have taken these two together. Now we'll need to find this k beta, and for that we have to use initial condition, and the initial condition is when alpha is 0, then f 0 comma beta will be 0. So here will be 0, will be pi by 2 and then log, if we put alpha as 0, we'll get beta to the power beta and minus this limit alpha tends to 0 alpha log alpha plus k beta. So this is 0 equals pi by 2 log beta to the power beta, and then minus, we can write this as limit alpha tends to 0 log alpha upon 1 upon alpha plus k beta. Now this is infinity upon infinity form. If we use L'Hopital's rule, we'll get this as 0 equals pi by 2 log beta to the power beta minus limit alpha tends to 0. Now it is 1 upon alpha n minus 1 upon alpha square, which is simply alpha. So value of this limit will be 0 and then plus k beta. So this constant k as a function of beta will be minus pi by 2 log beta to the power beta. So all we need to do is we'll just need to put the value of k beta, and then we'll have our function f alpha beta. So this f alpha beta now will be pi by 2 log alpha plus beta to the power alpha plus beta minus log alpha to the power alpha minus log beta to the power beta, which we can also write as f alpha beta, and it'll be pi by 2 log alpha plus beta to the power alpha plus beta upon alpha to the power alpha into beta to the power beta, and this is what we need to prove. Pi by 2 log alpha plus beta to the power alpha plus beta upon alpha to the power alpha beta to the power beta.